Hello, this is a Dreadlock extension demonstration on a paying customer. Well, he might run out after he's done it, but he seems an honest enough person anyway. We're not filming his face, so he won't be on Crime Watch or anything. But anyway, yeah, we perm the hair first, and to help the roots grip onto the dreadlock. And we've got some hair from a donor, one of our customers who maybe had an undercut or something like that. We've got the longest hair possible. It's a fairly good match for the hair. Emma's taking a section of the permed hair and plaiting the about a third of it in with some brown cotton. And the idea is to plait it down so far, and then the next stage is we have a darning needle, and the gentleman's brought his previous dreadlocks he had cut off, and we're reattaching them. So the idea is, once Emma's done this plait, and we get it a reasonable length, maybe almost as long as the dreadlock to be added, then with the darning needle we're sewing down the middle of the dreadlock that's to be attached. And then the spare bit of hair round the edges of the section, we've left some hair out, haven't we?
Oh no, I didn't know.
No, yeah, you need to leave a little bit out around the edges, so we can comb that in afterwards. Just take a third of the.
Didn't realise that.
Just take the middle section and just leave a little bit out.
Because you had that round edge at bottom.
That's it, and then the idea is basically to cover over the.
So just
the plait.
A little amount of grip out way. I've got a grip.
Yeah.
With plaits, if you don't get bits out your way, they all get involved.
Okay.
It's a bit like people stood watching. And they're, oh, I'm going in. You know, it's like that. So is that enough on edge?
Yeah. You just need enough to about the same amount of hair as the hair you're plaiting in.
Make sure that's out of his way.
Okay. So a little bit on this side, just this side of the parting. As long as you've got enough to plait in, that'll be fine.
Yeah. Let's get another little grip for that.
Okay.
Because it's curly as well, it all wants to join in.
Yeah, well this is why we did it.
Yeah, so you have to control the bits you don't want in.
Yeah, it's a good sign that it wants to join in, really.
Yeah, it all wants to be best friends.
So
that's a separate section. These are just the edges of that one section.
Yeah, that's it. So just do your.
So this is a bit what we're going to plait.
That's it. And the hair we're plaiting, it's quite long hair, and because we want it to dread up, we're not bothered about the ends mixing with the roots. So basically, because the hair's bent over in the middle, it means that the scales will be interfering with each other as it plaits down. But then the intention is not to have a smooth extension, but to have a. The
cotton stays either side. You never bring it down the middle, and you get your three sections.
Yeah.
You always keep them at sides.
And then yeah, just add it in and then try and ask some innovative questions for the customer, sort of thing, you know, like rather than just asking him where he's going out this evening or where he's going out on holiday or something like that. So you can always ask him if he's going out anywhere nice on holiday tonight, requiring any shampoo or conditioner. I mean, you can add some more layers on the questioning, you know, because hairdressers don't always have to conform to how they're expected to be. As long as they're kind to the person and do the hair as well as they can, then you can more or less get away with saying kind things. And anyway, so and then when Emma's plaited so far down, then we'll extricate the string and separate the string, and then tie it once round one side and 3 times on the other side, and then we got the darning needle with the big hole in the bottom. I mean, that's the eye, even be a better way of describing it. And then the this section of hair is fine enough. This dreadlock is fine enough to thread through the.
To have further down? How much further?
Yeah, just. I think that's about right. As long as it's gone over.
Trapped it in well. That's where his hair stops.
Yeah, as long as that's so you could tie it off at that point.
Yeah.
And then it might be easier to.
So just get the fisher thread out.
And then we'll go on to the next stage where we get the next dreadlock to be added. The dreadlocks are being cut a bit shorter than they were originally. For just personal taste, basically.
This cotton's such a good match, it's hard to find it.
Yeah. Yeah, brown things are underestimated sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't matter if there's a bit of hair stuck in that bit, so try and get as much out as I can. Right, so tie it.
And then the once it's tied, the dreadlock will be.
Once on that side, so take it down to the other side.
The dreadlock will be the plait will be threaded through, and then it will be sewn as much as possible through the dreadlock to be added. Little sort of dips in at a time, as it were, rather than. It's a bit tricky to try and get the needle right down the middle of the dreadlock all the way. So so the needle has to come out for air, if you know what I mean. It doesn't literally, but the same kind of diving analogy.
And 3 times on this side there, yeah?
Yeah. And then you can leave the.
And that one's ready for dreadlock, eh?
Yeah. And then that's it.
So these are bits at the side of that one. So
yeah, you can leave those in for the meantime.
Well, if I bring it across, are we starting another or getting straight on with next work?
Well, we'll just
get the dread in.
Yeah, I'll just take over the camera thing now, and I'll find that. Where's the dreadlock?
The needles are there. Have you got the dreadlock we're having?
Was it you out?
Oh, there's some. Are these them here?
Oh, that's them.
These thinner ones rather than them thicker ones,
yeah?
Right. So basically, we've only got about a minute left of this video. so through the ends, use as narrow a needle as you can get away with. Thread the hair and everything through, and then that's fine. And then basically start. We're going to shorten the dreadlock, but basically go down as near the middle of the dreadlock as we can, and just keep coming out and pulling the rest of the hair through it. Anyway, we'll try and take a photograph when we've finished and show you what it looks like. If you do little nips through at a time, they're easier to pull through. It's pulling through. Let's pull the right one.
And we're all having such a dreadful time, aren't we?
There we go. So then we'll sew this through right down, and then the idea is then the curly bits of hair at the side, they'll be mingled in with this join, you see, and because they're permed, we'll pull them through maybe with a crocheting hook or with a needle, and then sort of bed them in so you can't really tell, a bit like the one underneath. You can't see what, it's a fairly neat addition, so hopefully people won't tell. You've finished, probably nearly finished your time now, haven't you?